Ooh. Okay. Thank you for watching here on YouTube live at Blooming Light. I believe if you're coming in live on the original air date, it's Sunday, July the, damn it, is it the 27th? July the 27th or 28th, 2024. Original air date, okay? Otherwise, if you're just clicking on this at another day and time, thank you for watching, okay? The title, I believe, of this video says something like fucking with your lemonade stand. Fucking with your lemonade stand. So I was having a discussion about, in one of my tarot decks, there's the Page of Pentacles is a young girl that's at, a lemonade stand, the old school making a lemonade stand. And the phrase under it says, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Okay. So it's the implication of somebody, taking the very little that they have to try to make something of it. Okay. It could be the beginning stages, it could be after losses, whatever. So it's somebody that's taking that very little and trying to get creative and to make some lemonade. I was talking about this common phrase of, life is what we make of it. This is a common phrase that we hear. Life is what you make of it. Life is what we make of it. Okay. And there's truth to that. So I'm not implying, you know, breaking out, the cello and violins, okay? Because like everything else, yes, there is going to always be some people that's always, um, trying to get over or manipulate or up to no good. That's just the nature of everything in this existence. But there are people who have been actively sabotaged. So I was trying to paint the picture of that same little girl at the lemonade stand in which they were building, as they were trying to make life what it is, what they make of it, as they attempted to do this, to picture people continually coming to their lemonade stand to knock everything down. Every time they attempted to set their lemonade out there to make some money, let's say zombies come, let's say people come dropping shit in it, let's say people kept coming to knock it down, steal from it and put it on their table to try to compete with them to make a better lemonade stand. Let's just say, just picture that constant disruption as the little girl attempts to make the lemonade. Okay. Whether humans want to believe this or not, there are people that are actively participating against the targeted individuals, whether this be due to racism, sexism, ageism, some form of discrimination, belief systems, whether this be due to, competitors in the field, people that you no longer deal with and fuck with, one thing and another, people who feel intimidated or threatened by you. That is active participation. And that what that looks like is people behind the scene. None of these people are going to make that obvious, because then it's obvious you're trying to sabotage somebody. So no one ever makes these behaviors obvious, whether that's the secret spell work, whether that is smear campaigns, whether that is using one's resources, networks, and connections to try to hinder or make something difficult. Those are all strategies, okay? So while the collective have come to know and realize that people were getting their rocks off of watching them try harder, when they knew that they did destiny swaps, where they knew they had put hexes and curses and jinxes, or they knew that they lied and stole, or they knew that wooty wooty woo. But these are also the same people in the world that would tell people, try harder, life is what you make of it, or maybe you're just cursed. No, no, okay? So I'm sharing this stuff to bring encouragement to collective of you. If you find this video and you were a targeted individual, it was never you, okay? You are definitely a person who knows how to take the Page of Pentacles and how to make lemonade, but people kept trying to make sure you got lemons to have to try to make lemonade. and they were trying to continue to make sure that out of the lemonade that you would attempt to make, that they came to somehow sabotage that. It was never you, okay? It wasn't in your head. This was intentional. And of course, don't get me wrong, we have to do our part, but I believe that the collective that I speak to, you have very well been doing your part. You went on different journeys and paths to find what was going on. You all went to doctors, you went to religion, you went to therapy, you went to spirituality, you went to this thing and that thing, you went to college, some of you. Like you all, it wasn't for lack of trying. It wasn't for lack of discipline. It wasn't for lack of direction. It's every time you try, you have people actively participating to cause some disruption for it. This is why people are hearing the collective in an uproar, and it's because enough. So they're going to take everything out with them. They're going to destroy and take everything out again. People are bothered by the collective's ability to do that. And they also want to keep you on this rat race, on this cycle of starting over, starting over, starting over. So now the collective is going to destroy. Now they're taking names and places because they're not going to allow that to continue to happen. And the more that happens, the more they're going to take out. So more people's shit is going to be exposed. More people's secrets, more people's dirty laundry, more people's secret hidden agendas, more people's cahoots and friends and networks and all that stuff is going to get more and more exposed until people leave the collective alone. And if they don't, their lives is going to be hell themselves. For every inconvenience that has caused the collective, there's going to be one more added penalty, pain. To those that they know and those that they don't. Yeah, they ain't on this one. What these people did, for an example, case in point, today I was on my TikTok twice, and each of these two lives were pretty active, okay? And there was a lot of exposure with that. And so I know exactly, I've already caught on to their whole little routine, baby. But they will get a clue. The more they try to silence me, the more I get creative in making sure I say some shit on repeat. You know? Because guess what? This is something that's being done not just to myself, it's collective. I'm not the only targeted individual. Okay? This has been going on. You all ran away from different things and places to try to make lemonade. Then people don't want you to be able to make lemonade when you do that. And yet you're collective. You're the one that's told or looked at as the obsessed one, the toxic one. You ain't the one being weird, hoovering people's lives. Shit. Weird. Right? A lot of these people are pissed because their abuse is being exposed. And a part of that is to try to create more havoc for you. So now we're going to create havoc for they whole ass. Sorry, niggas.